Melo using that body control there, making a play off contact.
Jones looking for an opening. Outside, KD. Lock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And Kessler throws it down.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
Here's Ball. And Jones pulls it down.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Whitmore with it, guarded by KD. Collins a screen on KD. He takes it in, and Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Ball against Jones. Pass to Coulibaly. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Kessler setting the pick for Durant. Jacks up a 3. That one's in. His first shot this game. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
I think 3 of the top 5-6 players, we got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo. And Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
Well, you and I would pay for the ticket, but I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
Substitution on the court.
I hope soon. Carter, he's checked in for Portland. And a change for the Nets. Poole's checked in for Ball. Here's Jones. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story, like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush, and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it. But it certainly brings a great feeling. And I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Wow. Here's Jones after the basket by Brooklyn. Carter with it, now guarded by Tatum. KD on the wing. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now I asked Coach about what he has in store to try and slow down Devin Booker. Now he laughed and told me they've lost sleep over how to defend him. They mentioned how, with and without the ball, Devin can hurt you. So Booker will have their total focus on defense. And Devin will have our total focus as well. Devin?
Thank you, David. Here's Smith. Following the basket by Jabari Smith. Smith against Poole. Jackson, a screen on Poole for three. Smith, rebound by Smith. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Poole.
What is going on right now?
Trailblazers trail by 3. Outside Jackson. Inside Carter. That shot missing. Great D that time from Tatum. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Portland with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Shot clock at 6. And Claxton throws it down.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
The kick out to Poole. No good with the triple. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets lead by 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Tari Eason. Collins is out there with Smith. Then there's Shepard, and it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. Shepard, the pass to Daniels. Over Smith, and there's Daniels. That's good on the assist from Shepard. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, and that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA team and different accolades.
Yes, well said. Hauser the pass to Smith. Carter with it. Back to Smith. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Carter with a screen on Eason. There's Jackson with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Nets with the lead. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. He lobs it up. Over to the left wing. Eason gets a wide open look. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the basket by Hauser. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe, in any of those regions. They do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux. The players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Shepard, the pass to Smith. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Daniels from outside. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Timeout called, the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this time out also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball.
Tatum dives in to finish it off.
Terrific lob, and Tatum takes care of the rest. This is how it's done. Those passes dunk themselves.
On the wing, Koulibaly. Screen by Jones. It's blocked. To the paint. And Ball slams it in.
And LaMelo, anything but mellow. That time, huge finish.
Trailblazers trail by 4. 1:35 left now here in the second. Here he goes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Carter. And Koulibaly drops them both. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Ball with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Koulibaly. Back to Jones. Outside Durant. A 3. Rebounded by the Nets. And this group is about as formidable as they come. 22 wins in a row. It's just remarkable.
And to go on a winning streak this long, it takes more than just talent. This team has tremendous chemistry, and these pieces complement each other so well. It's also about listening to your teammates, your coaching staff, and not letting your ego get in the way of succeeding as a group.
From 15 feet away, back to Claxton. Outside Durant. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The line for 2, Kevin Durant.
And both free throws good for Durant. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Nets. They lead by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Some real doozies on that list. Which are you looking forward to, Shaq?
I'd rather not say, Ernie. I don't want to make it.
And now breaking down the first half we saw, what can you say about LaMelo Ball? He's putting on a show.
And one of the league's
Thank you for being with us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Jones is out there with Coulibaly. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half.
Personal foul.
Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Shooting
Well,
foul.
the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter could just do a little bit of everything.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Jones. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And finished off by Collins.
Assist goes
Loving
to
the energy
Jason Tatum.
right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Here's Coulibaly, defended by Booker. Pass to Jones. Shoots the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Jones has got 5.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Ball kicks to Booker. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And the dunk by Tatum.
On either side of the pick and roll, Tatum is a real threat.
Trailblazers trail by 7. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Nets making a switch here. Shepard's checked in.
It's like everybody's watching. Let's hear it from the Nets.
Outside, Jones.
Number 20, Reed
Kessler finds Jones. And here is Durant. Whitmore defending over Whitmore. 6 to shoot. Here's Jones. Up and in on the way. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Shepard, defended by Jones. Collins, a screen on Jones. Lobbed up there for Collins, and finished off by Collins.
With soft hands and great recognition, Collins is the ideal big for a pick and roll.
Pass to Kessler. Now Coulibaly. Kessler, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the inside. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Durant for 3. Offensive rebound. Screen by Claxton. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Durant.
This is how smart Durant is, able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Count it, good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Coulibaly. Up top, Claxton. Portland moving the ball around. Here's KD. Whitmore defending. Durant with another miss. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Collins passes to Tatum.
2 minutes.
Down low. And finished off by Collins.
And you can get used to that from Shepherd. He likes to keep the ball moving.
Trailblazers trail by 10. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And a new group in for the Nets. Smith checked in for Collins. Tari Eason comes in for Jason Tatum. Daniels is checked in for Whitmore. And Poole subbed in for Booker. 1:46 left to play in the third. Here's Coulibaly, guarded by Poole. 6 on the shot clock. Coulibaly, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Poole, the pass to Smith. To the middle. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Here's Poole. Back to Eason. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Eason's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Hauser. On the wing, Jackson. Now here is Carter. Here's Hauser. Smith outside. Over Shepherd. Trains it from 17 feet out. Smith's got his first basket.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Pass to Shepherd. Smith with a screen on Smith. Into the lane. And finished off by Shepherd.
And Shepherd is a solid decision maker. If there's an opening, he's going to take it.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Smith outside. Pass to Coulibaly. And nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And so it's John Collins making highlights for the Nets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Portland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them, setting the floor for the Nets. Tatum out there with Jabari Smith. Then it's Daniels. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Ball in at the point guard. Pass to Whitmore. Now Tatum. Back to Whitmore. Outside Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Carter outside. Pass to Jackson. Stolen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Sinking that tough shot, Jason Tatum. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Clock at 6. Jackson has the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Jackson down low. He's against Smith. Jackson misses. Nets leading by 11. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Smith with a screen on Carter. Throws it up high. Stolen by Jackson. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Pass to Carter. The 8-footer. That shot off. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Smith dishes the ball. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Smith penetrating. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Timeout. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So Portland ends up going with the new group. John Collins, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. We'll see if that fire gets lit, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
And it's Whitmore missing. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up with the Trailblazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Ball. Durant with some nice D. Trailblazers trail by 11. Down low. And Coulibaly gets it to go.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Collins. And finished off by Collins.
He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team him shoot at this point in time. Triple team the dude.
Durant drives. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, get a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Pass to Whitmore. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Here's Durant. Rebounded by the Nets. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Durant. .135 left to play in the final quarter. Tatum against Claxton. The kick out to Ball. And the Nets, another 3.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Jason Tatum.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Shamet kicks to Jackson. On the wing, Koulibaly. Pass to Hauser. And here is Shamet. Just 5 to shoot. Carter with it. He's guarded by Collins. And it's Carter missing.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And it's Shepard missing. And here are the Trailblazers now, trailing by 13. Here's Hauser, and the rejection by Collins. No good. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one that...
Get your auntie. You can ask anybody because I've been by the reader.